Yield.
Yes.
I thank the gentleman. We are nearing the end, but I'll need a few more minutes, so I want to be brief, but I want to be thorough. Ms. Lerner, you didn't know. You say you never met her. My understanding is from the reports that the hard drive that failed was on her laptop. Is that correct?
I'm not familiar. I know Nicole Flax's travel computer is where the hard drive failed, not her office computer.
Right. Well,
I'm assuming, in light of where the archives went, that it was her office computer where the hard drive failed.
So I just want to understand, from a procedural standpoint, employees of the IRS download emails, which may include 6103 information, to their laptops and leave the building with them. Is that correct?
That's right. A number of employees, their office computer is, in fact, a laptop.
And as a result, when they leave the office, they take with them emails that may include 6103 information.
That's possible, yes.
To your knowledge, are laptops in the IRS universally limited so they may not employ USB drives?
They are now. There was, as I understand, a situation some years ago in which they were, well, I guess what I should say is, years ago, USB drives, thumb drives, were usable that were not encrypted. And there was an issue that came to my attention 3 or 4 months ago where, fortunately, no information was misused by the public. Since that time, which is several years ago, all thumb drives are encrypted, so that if the thumb drive is lost, nobody can access the data.
I appreciate that. Congress has implemented a similar thing, but we also can go by, at best, by normal thumb drives. So if Lois Lerner's laptop was, in fact, or any of these other people's laptops or office computers, in fact, had a USB on, any of them that downloaded information, including 6103 information, to their local drives could have, in fact, moved them to USB-based external drives or to thumb drives of their own purchase. Is that correct?
That sounds right. I don't know what the equipment looked like 3 years ago, but I would assume that that sounds right.
So for the American people, it is very possible, and in fact probable, that every day individuals leave the IRS with personally identifiable information covered under 6103 on their hard drives inside laptops that they take home on trips to conferences and the like.
I think that's correct, to the extent of my knowledge. I may be corrected when I get back, but that sounds correct.
So that means that, in fact, Lois Lerner, an attorney, may have made a copy of information on her hard drive that died, and she could have it on a USB product, or any kind of product, but normally a USB-based thumb drive or external hard drive. To your knowledge, you have no reason to know that she couldn't have done that.
That's correct.
So, in fact, Lois Lerner may have made copies of this before the failure of her computer. To your knowledge, when the Department of Justice questioned Lois Lerner, was she asked any of those questions?
I have no idea.
To your knowledge, did she have a USB or any other product that could have taken copies off of her computer?
I have no knowledge that she did.
To your knowledge, did she also have a laptop or dual-purpose computer that she took home with her or left the building with?
I don't know.
Okay. I would now ask unanimous or let me rephrase that. Let me just do one more. You have 90,000 computers that basically use their local hard drives to store information, emails, instead of on the server, because after so many days it disappears off of, after half a year, they disappears off the server. Is that right?
No. The server will keep your emails until you get to 6,000, and then you'll get a notice saying you have to either archive them or delete them. The backup tapes that preserve information for 6 months are separate. The server, you may have emails on your server for 5 years if you
don't hit that number.
If you don't hit the 6,000.
Okay. Obviously, Lois Lerner with tens of thousands did.